Hello, it's Brian Kennedy. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to hit pitch shots off of really tight lies, tight surfaces, firm surfaces in this case. Now the important thing that we need to talk about is the angle of attack. And what I'm speaking of is a lot of times with a pitch shot, we'll try to come in real steep and hit the ball with a nice descending blow. Now the problem with this off a tight lie is that leaves for a very tiny margin of error. What we want to do is to have the club coming in very shallow, just skimming the surface for a long period, so that the ball could be anywhere in that spot and you'll still pick it up off the surface and loft it up into the air. So the more shallow we can make our angle of attack, the better chance we have of making great contact. Let's see if we can do it. Now let's take a closer look at how that was done.
Let's look first at our address position. You'll notice that my feet are open, which does make the ball look like it's more forward in my stance than it actually is. However, it is still most certainly ahead of center. If you put this ball back in your stance, it's going to cause you to come down steeper into the ball. And we already talked about that. We're trying to get this club to move as shallow as possible into the ball. So let's look a little closer at some of the other items that are going on. Takeaway. We're going to prep our mind and our body that we're going to keep this very shallow, and our takeaway is going to be very shallow, very close to the ground. We'll feel like it's going around our body. We're not lifting it up, not hinging upward. None of our movements should feel like that. So then as we come back into the ball, what you'll see is that there's a very long period where that club is scooting right across the ground. So right about here, that club is as close to the ground as it can get. And then it travels across the ground, picks the ball up, and even very long after impact, that club is still very close to the ground. So if this ball is anywhere in this region here, the club is going to make good contact with it, and it'll fly up into the air. Now keep in mind that you can use this method with any golf club. It doesn't have to be the lob wedge that I used here. It could easily be an 8-iron that you've got to get running. This is the method that we need to use for tight lies. Keep the club coming into the ball at a very shallow angle of attack, and you will make great contact off the tight lies. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next time.